All right, let's talk about a revolution that's happening right now in real estate sales, especially for new construction. We're going to break down a huge problem that has been a thorn in the side of sales teams for years, and then we'll get into the AI solution that's, well, it's changing absolutely everything.
So, picture this. Your marketing is on fire. You've done everything right, and the leads are just pouring in. We're talking 1,000 people who are interested in your new development. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? A pipeline that's absolutely overflowing with potential buyers.
And here's where that dream hits a brick wall of reality. Because all those names are just potential, right? And that potential vanishes really, really fast if no one's there to talk to them. This one simple question, this is the heart of the whole problem.
This brings us to what our source material calls the lead overload problem. And I love that phrase because it really is like a kind of impossible math equation that sales teams are given every single day. The numbers are just stacked against them right from the get-go.
See, on one side of the equation, you've got this, a massive, overwhelming wave of interest. Thousands of real people, each with their own unique questions, their own timeline, their own needs.
And on the other side of the equation, you have this, a small, super dedicated but very human team. A lot of the time, it's just one or two agents who are supposed to handle that entire mountain of leads. You can already see how this doesn't add up.
So here's the result, and this is so important. You don't lose these deals because of your price or your product. You lose them because of bandwidth, plain and simple. Those buyers who just needed a little bit of nurturing, a few questions answered, they don't get that consistent attention, so they just quietly disappear.
Now, check this out. This chart breaks it down perfectly. Your agents, because they have so little time, they have to focus on that tiny little sliver of people who are ready to buy right now. But look at the rest of that circle. The huge majority of people who are genuinely interested but just need more time or more information, they get left behind. That is an ocean of lost opportunity.
So, the industry has tried to fix this, right? But the problem is the typical solutions completely miss the point. They treat one of the most personal purchases you can make with a totally impersonal approach.
And this quote it says it all, doesn't it? The bulk of your potential customers get put into these generic, automated email blasts. But think about it. Buying a home is not like buying a toaster. It's a huge emotional life decision. It needs a real conversation, not a 10% off coupon code.
This is the key difference right here. The old way, old automation, it's all about volume. More touches, but less meaning. The new way, what we're calling AI engagement, it flips that script entirely. The whole point is to bring back that personal, human-like conversation, but do it at a scale that was never, ever possible for a human team.
So that leads to this really fun thought experiment. What if you could just invent the perfect sales agent? Build one from the ground up with none of our human limits. What would that agent actually be able to do?
Well, for starters, they'd have to be kind of superhuman. They need to be available 24/7. They need a perfect memory, remembering every single detail of every conversation. They'd have to truly understand each buyer's journey. And here's the impossible part, engage with hundreds, even thousands of them all at the same time. I mean, it's a great wish list, but until very recently, it was just pure science fiction.
And here it is. This is where the science fiction becomes reality. The AI sales agent isn't just a smarter chatbot. It is a technology specifically designed to do one thing: bring back the quality and nuance of a real human conversation, and then deliver that experience at a truly massive scale.
Okay, that all sounds amazing in theory, but what does it actually look like in the real world? Let's meet an AI agent from the source material. Her name is Eva, and she shows us how all of this actually works.
Okay, so follow this journey. A new lead comes in, and Eva makes contact instantly. But it's not some generic "thanks for your interest" email. She starts a real conversation, building rapport, asking about things that actually matter to a homebuyer, like schools or commute times. And this isn't a one-and-done thing. She nurtures this relationship for weeks, even months, remembering personal details, like wishing them well on a family trip. Then, and only then, when that lead is truly qualified and ready to talk, Eva seamlessly hands them off to a human agent with the entire conversation history. Now take a breath, because here is the mind-blowing part. That patient, personal, multi-month conversation we just walked through, Eva is having that exact same quality conversation with every single lead in your pipeline, all at the same time. The scale is it's hard to even wrap your head around.
So when you introduce technology this powerful, you're not just improving a process, you are fundamentally transforming it. For a sales team, their entire job, their whole day-to-day completely changes.
And this chart says it all. Before AI, look at how agents spend their time. They're spread so thin, spending most of their energy just trying to find that needle in the haystack. But with an AI agent like Eva handling all of that early-stage work, the human agents get to spend almost all of their time on what they are best at, building those final relationships and closing deals.
This one line from the source just might be the most powerful summary of this whole idea. You haven't just given your team a new piece of software. You've given them a force multiplier. You've essentially amplified their effectiveness by 100 times.
And really, that's the question this all leads to, isn't it? Once a team gets to experience what it's like to have every single lead nurtured, every single opportunity followed up on, and your best people focused only on the most valuable work, the old way of doing things just seems impossible. It's a change that, once you make it, there's just no going back.